Well, 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 would you look at what the cat dragged in? It's a pest. A lynx beast. What is up, YouTube? It's Kingfisher745. And for this video, I was thinking to myself, while looking through the catalog of heroes, I thought to myself, what could potentially get millions of views on the internet? Of course, I'll make a cat video. And by the way, Team Cat Scratch Fever is brought to you in part by Agent Seraph1.
Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray!
Oh, and I know Black Panther is missing, but we'll save him and Shadowcat for the sequel. Or should I say Squeakquel, because cats chase mice. But anyways, I think this first team is absolutely perfect. Isn't that right, Mr. Bigglesworth? Now on Black Cat's first turn, we're going to go ahead and use her level 1, which is called Cat Scratch. And we're going to use that on the enemy Quicksilver to place 3 times bleeding. Now I suppose you could categorize this first pairing as a bleed team, but I wouldn't say they necessarily depend on it. It certainly doesn't hurt though. In fact, Black Cat's level 9 Nerve Chop has exploit bleeds and can do some really impressive damage as you saw at the beginning. Then of course we're also using Ka-Zar, and don't forget Zabu, who happen to have hemorrhaging attack, exploit attrition on his level 9, and then on top of that he has Hunter's Senses. That's his passive ability that says he takes 10% less damage for each application of bleeding on the attacker. So I guess with all that being said, using the right bleed setup and this team could easily catapult you to victory. I do have to say, currently in this match things are kind of leaning towards the enemy's way, but hopefully our agent can turn things around. I am using the Manvantara for an AoE temporal attack that causes opportunist debuffs. After that, the enemy Quicksilver's next to act, and hopefully he does not attack Black Cat. So far so good, and he is taking a lot of bleed damage. That was the whole point behind hitting him with the Cat Scratch. Next, Ka-Zar is going to step up and protect against his Vortex Lariat, and not only that, we get to counterattack, and that's going to finish Quicksilver. With him out of the way, Felicia should be able to get a pretty nice hit on Psylocke. She may even be able to knock her out. Unfortunately, she doesn't have any bleeds, so we do come up just short. After the enemy uses mental coordination, Ka-Zar is going to be up next, and we'll use a Primal Roar on Black Cat, followed by his level 9 jungle combo. That's going to score a double knockout and win us the first match. Now for the second fight, in this corner, we have 2 Sabretooth Tigers, presumably fighting out of the La Brea Tar Pits, Sabretooth and Zabu, with Ka-Zar.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
And their opponents are Red Hulk and Pestilence Beast. Now let's get ready to tumble! So yeah, our opponents are yet another Red Hulk and Pestilence Beast team, and you know what, I'm really getting tired of facing this team. Pestilence Beast thinks he's so smart with his Masque of the Red Death and his Paradise Lost. Oh, look at me, I'm the master of debuffs. And then you got Red Hulk and his Bulwark, and that doesn't even seem to be working right to me. Can you say broken? But fine, enough with the cattiness. We're gonna bury this enemy team. Or better yet, we'll put them deep in the catacombs. For this coming beatdown, my agent is using the Ex-Oblivion, the Memento Mori, as well as the No Mercy. And with 3 pieces of the Horseman set, the Ex-Oblivion causes Opportunist, Pressure Point, and Chaos Shot. Then the No Mercy with 3 pieces has Exploit Opportunity, Paragon Exploiter, and Exploit Attrition. Zabu and Ka-Zar has Exploit Attrition and Exploit Opportunity on their level 9. At this point you're probably thinking, wow, that's pretty cool. But that's not all. Sabretooth also has Exploit Attrition on his level 2. Now that, my friends, is synergy. Hold on, let me pick that up. Alright, so as always, Sabretooth's Tantrum causes lag, but the good news is Beast was stunned. And then with my agent, I'm going to use the Ex-Oblivion. Oddly enough, I'm going to save Momentary Advantage. But here's hoping that the Ex-Oblivion sets up the enemy team for Ka-Zar. Remember, it is stealthy, it has Opportunist, Pressure Point, and Chaos Shot. So take that Pestilence Beast and your Paradise Lost. Next, the enemy agent is going to use none other than the Mystic. He attacks Ka-Zar, but he does get counterattacked for his trouble. So now, with the mighty Zabu and Ka-Zar, first we're going to use Primal Roar, and then we're going to unleash our level 9 jungle combo. This attack is going to absolutely destroy the enemy team. In fact, it takes out their agent, and it's going to leave the other two bad guys right at death's door. Red Hulk will die to dots, and as for Beast, he won't even be that lucky because Sabretooth's going to finish him with a brutal slash. And that's the way the second match and second team up's going to end. Now for this final team up, it happens to be my favorite one of the video. I mean, you could definitely say this team is the cat's meow. Just wait until you see Ka-Zar and Tigra in action. Every time I use this team, they left the enemies in a catatonic state. One of those reasons is because of Tigra and her application of bleeds. Trust me, if you thought this character was weak, then think again. And I haven't even been fortunate enough to get her predatory E-ISO yet. This empowered ISO 8 grants Tigra Huntress, which says she has a chance to perform Swipe as a follow-up on single target attacks. I can already tell you just by looking at it that that would be really incredible on this team, mainly because Swipe has hemorrhaging attack. In fact, having this team and that E-ISO, well, the results could be cataclysmic, just like when setting up Ka-Zar's jungle combo with the Manvantara. But first, since it is a quick action, we will use the Neuro Purge. This will also stop that pesky Iron Fist from using Combo Breaker. And by the way, I have a feeling it could come in handy very soon. The enemy agent apparently has the demon set, but the good news is we have Ka-Zar who will step up and protect, even against the Hotshot. So not only does he take that all by himself, he also counters. Next up is our Tigra, and we're going to use her quick action level 2 on Psylocke. The damage plus hemorrhaging is easily going to knock her out, and then we also get to use Tiger's Fury on Iron Fist. Oh, and by the way, he has bleeding, so we're going to follow it up with the Razor Claws. This only leaves the enemy agent, and will easily take him out with the jungle combo. Now since that first battle was relatively short, and like I said, I really do love this team, I'm going to go ahead and do one more battle. Unfortunately, we are facing another Iron Fist, and we're also taking on Magneto. My agent at least gets to start out, and we'll use the Neuro Purge first. This is going to neutralize Combo Breaker, so that's a pretty great start. Next we're going to use the Manvantara, and sadly we do take a preemptive hit from the Mahayuga, all because that Infiltrator Safeguard suit is immune to off balance. That's also going to cause us to take a counterattack Brawl. So yeah, with Magneto being immune to Psychic, and then that Safeguard suit, we really only got the full effect of the Neuro Purge on Iron Fist. Still totally worth it. And now with our Ka-Zar, I'm going to use our level 1 on the enemy agent. We will get a follow-up Zabu Pounce, which does have hemorrhaging attack, and it's all because we don't have to worry about Combo Breaker. So thank you, Off Balance. Unfortunately, we are going to take quite a few counters, because as we mentioned, we can't stop him on the enemy agent with that uniform. But we can make Tigra stealthy, and then she can attack him without any repercussions. So first let's use a Swipe, and that causes hemorrhaging, and then after using Frenzy we will gain combat reflexes. I know we could have attacked Magneto with the quick action, and then hit the enemy agent without any counters. But hey, he barely did any damage, so there's nothing to worry about. No harm, no foul. But I have to admit that was foul that Iron Fist healed him. So now on our agent's turn I'm going to use Momentary Advantage, followed by the Blackest Void, the Light Fantastic as a quick action, and then we'll try to finish off the enemy agent. For that purpose I'm going to have to go with a single target attack, so in other words the Mystic. If this works, I think we should be able to use a jungle combo on the remaining two enemies. Alright, and it does, so now it's time to use Primal Roar, and we'll use it on my agent since he's the only one kind of hurt. And then let's go for that big jungle combo. I have to say, that move never lets us down. Okay, so Magneto is barely alive, but our counterattack will end that. That's also going to end this video, and I want to thank you all for watching. I'd also like to ask you to please like, comment, and share this video. Hit that subscribe button on the screen, and until next time, good luck and take care.